Hello there, Leo. This is Cindy from the New Moon Tarot. I'm a practicing witch and a tarot card reader, and this is a general love reading for Leo for the week of June 29th. Somehow June has gotten away from us. All right. If you're a cross watcher, keep in mind that the energies can and might be reversed. If this one isn't resonating with you, don't make it your reading. Please check your other placements. All right. So some of you are dealing with a breakup or are about to deal with one. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a doozy. We have the Five of Cups, which is that regret card. Focusing on what you've lost, you see that he's facing those three cups that are turned over versus the two behind him that are still standing. And I think this is a relationship that if it's still going on, it's on its last legs. You can also see that two of those cups were holding that red wine and one was holding a green poison. So I'm just saying, you're regretting something that was probably not in your own highest good, something that didn't serve your higher purpose. So I know that it's painful and I'm not going to diminish that, but this may be not the person or the relationship for you. Now, I'm also using the Light Seer's Tarot deck right now. This was a gift that I got from a friend of mine, so I'm absolutely in love with these cards. You can see there's the Knight of Swords. Oh, and all the information about them is below in the description box. I know someone's probably going to ask. The Knight of Swords is fast-moving energy. You see like a little bit of like magic coming off of his boot. He is headed off into the sunset on his motorcycle. I love that, by the way. And I love all of the ravens or the crows that are depicted on the swords. So this person is headed out. They're done. I think you are going to come to a realization about this relationship and then get the heck out of Dodge is what I think is going to be happening. All right. We're going to look at the present situation, your energy, your person's energy, and then the outcome. I think you're in a state of cognitive dissonance right now. Look at the Five of Swords. You see that mental energy that he's putting in? He's got that raven or crow on his shoulder, thinking about the past. See this person here in the fort now, the background. Each of these decks, they're Rider-Waite style decks, but they all have their own little interpretation. I think this is thinking about an argument, being very pensive about it, rumination almost, thinking about what your person said. What did you say? How nasty was it? Could this have gone differently? It's kind of second guessing and double, like questioning yourself and trying to make sense of it, even though I don't think you're going to be able to do that. There's also the Three of Swords, which is just a painful card. It's heartbreak, it's heartache. This one will pop up if someone's getting a divorce or they've left a job, like they've been fired, something along those lines. It always indicates hurt. All right. Let's look at your energy a little closer. We have the Hanged Man, which is someone who's stuck. They have inertia. They're not moving forward. However, the Hanged Man is kind of holding himself back. There's a sense of not letting yourself move forward, staying in this moment. And I think a lot of that has to deal with the devil, which is indicating this person that you are dealing with. I really like this depiction. He looks appealing, doesn't he? Like he only just, wants to hold your hand. But it's a bad thing. It's, this is someone who is kind of holding you back in a way. I think they are really afraid that you are going to move on this time, that you're done with them, you're done with this. By the way, that's also Capricorn energy, and a lot of you are dealing with an earth sign. There's King of Pentacles. We'll get to all of that in a second. You're definitely dealing with an earth sign, I think, or someone with a lot of earth. So we have the Four of Swords and we have the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of mental energy here. I think you can see that she has that heart curled up with her. Man, I love this deck. It's a nest. It's a protective energy that's going on here. I think you're going to withdraw from this person in this relationship. You need a rest. You need a break. You need time to mend that heart, to nurture yourself, like the nesting that's going on here. And I think that's going to happen after an Ace of Swords sort of incident where there's a revelation. Sometimes we find out things in like the most unexpected ways, and that's what this is. It's an unexpected message or an unexpected event, something that just sort of puts things into perspective for you. Nothing is the same afterwards. The truth always comes out, and you're going to find out something, probably that you didn't want to know. All right. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, I would say this is a card of chaos, of things not being right in order. I would say that you're probably dealing with that right now, that you're stuck with that Hanged Man, you're disordered, you're not having everything going the way that it's supposed to be. Things are chaotic. But eventually, you see that the Six of Wands also pops up. There's fire energy here. There's also a victory. I think you're going to get unstuck and then move forward. And I think it's going to be away from this person because I don't really think that they are the person for you. At least not at this moment. They need to get some stuff together. All right, let's look at your person a little bit closer. Okay, so my intuitive read on this is they want to hold on to you. Look at how desperately he is clutching those coins, the Four of Coins here. He's holding on to them. He's not letting them go. And then there's that Eight of Swords. This is a lot of being tied and bound, being held down by someone. They do not want you to move on. They want to keep you. That Devil here, yeah, they want to keep you. They want to keep you tied to them and this relationship. Now, pay close attention to the Eight of Swords in this deck because I love it. I absolutely love it. See that she's looking into this mirror and seeing herself tied up. But in reality, she's not tied up. She can go. And you can go. You have that freedom. All right. We have the Ten of Swords, which they're feeling hurt. They're feeling betrayed. But my intuitive hit on this person is that they are, you maybe set some boundaries with them, or you're not as invested in this relationship as you once were, and they're feeling the hurt from that withdrawal from you. That's where that's coming from. I don't necessarily think that you did anything to them. It's just, you're just not as in love with them as you used to be. You can see their flaws. We have that King of Pentacles here. Like I said, probably dealing with an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart. I love that he's like a wise old man. This is someone who is into the physical world, someone who's very into their body, like health or nutrition or something along those lines, or someone who's very into money, someone who's interested in making money, or they never have enough money. There's a money aspect to that card. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Again, they feel like you're going to abandon them and walk away if you haven't already. And then there's the Hanged Man. Yeah, they want you to stick around. They want you to feel like you can't move on, like you have to be stuck with them. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You have the power in this relationship, but you just have to seize it. All right, let's look at your advice. What I'm seeing here is that this is not your happiness. With the Ten of Cups in reverse, this is a distinct lack of happiness. This is things going wrong, things not going the way that they are supposed to or that you wanted them to, like something not living up to your expectations, a person not living up to your expectations. It's just, it's not your dream scenario. There's no rainbows here. There's no happiness. And with the Tower showing up here, which I love that there's those embers and the lightning, but then there's also butterflies. I don't know if it's easy to see or not on this card, but it's also death and rebirth that's showing up here. In order to get something new, you have to burn down the old. You need that tower moment to move forward. That's definitely the energy of this reading and where you're headed right now. Now let's look at your outcome. You have the Two of Swords, which is a painful choice. It's choosing between two really bad options, which I think is what's going on here. It can also mean two good ones, but I don't think that's this reading. It can also mean choosing what your head wants over what your heart is telling you. You can still have feelings for someone even if you know that this isn't the relationship for you or that it's not meeting your expectations. Life is confusing that way. And then we have the Moon. This is facing your fears. You can see that she's kind of beneath the water, exploring what lies beneath. And that's, I think, what you need to do. Figure out why you're in this relationship. What can you learn from it? How can you pull yourself out of it? Sometimes it's awful to kind of look through and dig through, the attic up there, all the things that we store that we don't want to talk about. But in this case, I think that's what you need to do. All right, I hope this was helpful. Please leave me a comment down below, like and subscribe, since I do free weekly readings here on YouTube. And I hope you have a good week. All right, bye-bye.